And we're live. Happy birthday, 93rd of the greatest movie star of all time, Miss Marilyn Monroe. She would be 93 today, you guys. Amazing, huh? Thought I'd bring you out here live to honor Marilyn's 93rd birthday. And we have a beautiful arrangement here. There is a funeral going on today. Marilyn Monroe is back here. Look, Hugh Hefner is right next to Marilyn. So I hope you guys are watching. There's nobody in the room yet. Waiting for somebody to get in the room. I probably should have given you guys a heads up. My error. Marilyn would be 93 years old today, born June 1st, 1926. And I'll just cameras so you can see the rest. Sorry. We're at Westwood Memorial Cemetery. You've seen me out here dozens and dozens of times. There's a vicar coming across here. Probably gonna bless Marilyn's grave. There she is, born Mortensen. Some say Norma Jean Baker. She never knew her real father. Shout out to my buddy Scott on Tape. Go check out his YouTube channel, Scott on Tape. And he's on Facebook also. My buddy Scott loves to go to celebrity grave sites and honor them. We did some videos recently. Go check that out. Gonna bless Marilyn?
No.
No?
For somebody else, but I know that I could see her grave from the one I'm looking for.
Oh, who are you looking for?
Natalie.
Oh, I can show you. You want to know where? Or you want to know where?
Yeah, Natalie Wood?
Sure. That's right over here. Yeah, this is, well, 60s. Yeah. My dad's over here to the right. We're showing this gentleman Natalie Wood's final resting place. She's under this tree. Right.
There she is.
Yep. Natalie Wood Wagner.
Well, it's one of the families.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
Her older sister is,
Oh, Lana?
no, that's her younger sister.
Oh,
Her
I
older
didn't know
sister
that.
is Olga.
Oh, I didn't know she had an older sister.
She was my mother-in-law's best friend.
Ah, interesting. My stepmother was friends with Natalie.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. My stepmother, get this, played Natalie Wood's body double in Rebel Without a Cause.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And became friends with her after that.
Well, he was
Amazing.
there, pray for her.
Yes. Okay. All right, did my good deed for the day. That was Natalie Wood Wagner. I don't even like to say that last name. Sorry, that was Natalie Wood. I do not like to say that last name. So I'm going to show you a few celebrity graves while I'm here. Why not? This is Heather O'Rourke, the little girl from Poltergeist. Come to the light, Caroline. Jackie Collins. I believe that's, yeah, that's the writer, Jackie Collins. She's the sister of Joan Collins, I believe, correct? She's a writer, I believe. Over here, a very famous person, Truman Capote. And Truman Capote's ashes were divided in half. Half was given to his life partner, and half was given to Joanne Carson. This is Johnny Carson's ex-wife. They were excellent friends, and they arranged that so that those two can be buried in the same crypt. Okay, spinning around here, we find the great velvet fog. That's Mel Torme, guys. Mel Torme. See, I'm not seeing any comments. You guys commenting? Can you see the comments? I don't know. You can also leave a super chat if you like. Tip me a cup of coffee or something, you know, for showing you this great stuff on my channel. It's absolutely free. But you can, here's Swifty Lazar. Hey, Chronicles, comments are off. Let's see, how do you do that? How do I set the comments? Let's see, my cousin Nate tells me that the comments are not on. Here we go, super chat. Super chat. Okay. Moseying over here. We're moving in the direction of probably the best looking memorial headstone here. Let's see if I can. There we go. Might restart. Oh, there we go. Can you see it, Nate? This is the headstone of Don Knotts. Shakiest Gun in the West, Ghost and Mr. Chicken, Incredible Mr. Limpet. What a great Andy Griffith, Barney Fife. Just such an amazing comedian. Yeah, that's Don Knotts. Over here we have Armand Hammer. Does that work, Nate? Does that work? So here we have Armand Hammer, the CEO of Occidental Petroleum. This was one of the first jobs I worked on for Armand Hammer right across the street in Kirkby Center. I designed his corporate. He's buried right in there. Armand Hammer, one of the biggest art collectors of all times. Here's Ava Gabor. Darling. Okay. Yeah, Nate, only the chat's working. I'll have to figure this out about super chat and all that. Doesn't matter. And let's see. Anybody over here? I'm just looking around. There might be some more folks over here. Let's take you back toward Maryland. Yeah, it's a overcast day, very somber. I don't see a lot of celebration on for Maryland. It's kind of unusual not to see a little crowd out here. Maybe it's a little early. My father's in one of these crypts right here. Let's go say hi to my dad. He's in here somewhere. Hey, Pop. Love you, miss you. Anyway, that's my dad. It's an honor to be buried in here. It really is. A couple crypts away from Maryland. This crypt I've never been into. It's closed. I wonder who's in there. Look at the size of this tree right here. It's huge. Yeah, Nate, my cousin Nate, I don't know if he's ever been here, but that's his uncle. Just said hello to my dad and Nate's uncle. Nate and I were our cousins. Our fathers were brothers. I'm going to sit on the Marilyn Monroe bench. Sorry, they don't let me shoot in landscape on the live streams, unfortunately. But again, I'm just getting a whiff of these beautiful flowers. Oh, what a smell. Marilyn Monroe, our girl. Hey, shout out to my Facebook groups, rather. The Maryland groups I'm in. Marilyn Monroe, the Immortal Goddess. Immortal Goddess 2. That's my buddy Lucas. And all the Maryland fams over there. Shout out to Marilyn Monroe Conspiracies, Marilyn Monroe the Girl. Just on and on and on. I'm a member of a lot of those groups. Hey guys, I'm out here with our girl right here. Let's mosey over here. I got up kind of late and I was like, on every year. This is Dean Martin's ex-wife, Jeannie Martin. And you can see she wanted that moniker of Dean Martin's wife on her headstone. We're going to mosey over here to another note. There's just like 50 or more famous people who are buried in this cemetery here. Probably more than 50. And here's a definite favorite. Mr. Dean Martin, part of the Rat Pack. Dean Martin. Yep. Yeah, I have never been to your dad's grave, Nate. Dean Martin. Everybody loves somebody sometimes. Everybody falls in love somehow. Oh, there's Dean. Dean Martin. Friend of my mother, Dean Martin. Maybe I'll tell you about it sometime. All right. Go across here. I've shown you all these graves in the past, but for all my new viewers and subscribers, how you doing? I'm Drew with California Pickin', my variety channel where I show you all kinds of varieties so no one gets bored. I do like to do Drew's celebrity grave tours. So if you go to my main page and check out my playlist, go to Drew's Celebrity Grave Tours, go to Marilyn Monroe, and you will see a whole slew of videos that I've done from here and other places. Here's a very unassuming little marker of Burt Lancaster. These are little compartments with ashes. These are not caskets here, but that's Burt Lancaster, very famous actor. From Here to Eternity, the movie Trapeze with Tony Curtis, very famous gentleman. And we're going to go over here to a grave of another famous individual. Let's see if we can find him. Sorry. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to remember where they are. Here we go. This is the grave of a Beach Boy. Hey, how you doing, Cranberry Mary? How are you today? That's one of my fams, Cranberry Mary. Shout out to her. And I'm sure they're going to be in the room later on or see the video. Cotton Candy. And one of my biggest fans, Misty Pearl, will be chiming in, I'm sure, pretty soon. Misty Pearl, what a great supporter she is for the channel. California Pickin'. This is Carl Dean Wilson. This is Brian Wilson's brother, Dennis Wilson's brother. Next to Carl Dean Wilson of the Beach Boys is somebody that you might not really recognize, but Paul Gleason. He's the actor in the film The Breakfast Club. And my buddy Scott on tape has been out here. He's done this very same thing. That's Paul Gleason, this beautiful big tree here that I've sat under many times. There is a funeral going on here today, so we're going to be respectful of that. But it's right over here in the chapel where Marilyn was eulogized back in 1962. And I've taken you on the walk before I've actually been inside here for the memorial every August 5th, although most Marilyn experts believe that it was August 5th when she passed away in the late hours of August 4th. But there's a discrepancy of time, about 4 or 5 hours before they might have called the paramedics, which I find very fishy. But this is the chapel, and Joe DiMaggio led a whole procession up this small driveway right up here, right around here. You can go on YouTube and see this happening. There were throngs of people. These did not exist at the time right here. This was a wall, and I have a very favorite story about this wall back here. These are all new right here. We jumped over this wall one night, and we didn't know we were in a cemetery. Oh my gosh, scared the heck out of us. But there's the car pulling around right where the hearse would have pulled up. All this, by the way, was not here where my dad is. All this wasn't here back in 1962. And so when you see the film footage, you're not going to recognize this. This was all open. And the guest list that day was very restricted. Joe DiMaggio did not want to have certain people, political figures, and others. The Rat Pack was not even invited. Joe DiMaggio was friends with Frank Sinatra at one time, but after Marilyn's death, there was no friendship. And it's kind of strange to me that there would be a restricted guest list when she had so many friends. It was just her close personal friends who were here on that day. Here's another very famous lady, the beautiful Mae Paige. She is known as the world's most famous and greatest pinup girl. And when I say pinup, I mean risque pinup, not just mainstream. She's the one probably responsible for Fredericks of Hollywood and showing off lingerie in photographs. Yeah. Oh, Can You Chronicles with a $5 donation. Awesome. I'm glad that thing works. Gosh, thank you so much. Anyone else want to donate to my channel, please feel free. I really appreciate that. You don't even know. We like to receive small donations because it makes us feel that we're doing a good job. And if that's a way to show your affection for my channel. Another way is to share the videos, like them, make comments, watch all the way through. Now it's funny because I think they have some kind of device in this cemetery that blocks our live streams. But so far today, right now, it's pretty good. But if it gets interrupted, then somebody saw me and pressed a button. I know it sounds crazy, but I've done live streams here before, and sometimes it's good, and other times I believe that they cut me off. So we were trying to look for, let's see, we're going to go over here to this part of the cemetery. Sorry, I don't have my my selfie stick today, so it might be a little bit bumpy. We'll go over here to this part where there's some more celebrities. Then we'll double back. There's some really beautiful headstones here. I don't know who this person is. She's probably not famous, but she has a nice there. There's some cemetery workers, so I kind of want to avoid them. Don't want them seeing me film. You just walked by Frank Zappa.
Oh, I heard that he was in an unmarked grave.
Yeah, it's right over here. And so is Roy Orbison. This is the unmarked grave of Frank Zappa.
He's married next to his wife.
What's that?
I thought he was buried next
Oh,
to
really?
Yeah.
All right, then this might be Roy Orbison. I'm not positive, but if you say so, I have...
Orbison was in a marked grave. He's buried next to his wife, too.
No, he's on an unmarked grave.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, but if I can find his wife, is his wife Orbison?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I believe that's over there, but sometimes I get these two mixed up, but
It's okay.
thank you. Thanks so much.
Sure.
Yeah, Lou Ayres, he's a famous actor. He was in a movie, or more than one movie. Famous guy. But I think this is Frank Zappa or Roy Orbison, one of the two. But it's kind of weird when people don't want to be identified on a grave. In fact, I heard that Doris Day will be buried in an unmarked grave. I'm not even sure if she's over here. But let's go over here. There's a gentleman that I want to check out. We're not going to walk on people's headstones. It's disrespectful. I like to walk around the graves as much as I can. Sometimes it's impossible, but Edith Adams, I'm not sure if that's Edie Adams, but Thurston Howell III is buried over here. That would be Jim Backus, also a friend of my parents. And I cannot find him right here, so I'm not going to waste anybody's time. Go check out my other videos. see if we can find. Let's just take one more last look. Nah, I can't find it. It's funny, you don't come around for a while and you just can't remember where these things are. But let's go back here. There's a whole bunch of famous people over here. And of course, I'm giving respect to everybody who is in this place, whether you're a celebrity or not. There's private services going on over here. Oh, and we're not going to be able to see certain people because of the service over here. But I'll show you a little close-up. That's Carol O'Connor, the meathead stepdad on All in the Family. Jack Lemmon, famous other half of The Odd Couple. Hey, K-Dog, what's up? Peter Falk is over here. Rodney Dangerfield, I don't get no respect at all. That's right. There goes the neighborhood, Rodney. Apparently, maybe it was his birthday because there is a wreath right there, either his birthday or anniversary of his death. This is Marvin Davis, the famous entertainment lawyer, I believe. Here is the hearse right here next to me, which will be utilized for this service here. This Farrah Fawcett Majors, married to Lee Majors first, and then Ryan O'Neal. She was a darn good actress. She never really got to explore her acting abilities. There was that program or movie or whatever it was called, The Burning Bed. She was amazing. Very troubled woman. Griffin, I will not be right back after these messages. Famous talk show host Merv Griffin and real estate mogul, casino owner, hotelier.
Yeah, it was just hilarious though. It's just like making fun of our little Christian group and everything. And
There's the mystery mobile. Walter Matthau, the other half of The Odd Couple with Jack Lemmon. He did many movies. Some might remember him from the movie JFK with his wife, Carol. There's a funeral worker over here showing somebody around. This is Eric Douglas. This is Michael Douglas's son, who was an actor, I believe. Going around here. You guys wouldn't recognize him, but this guy is Kirkaby. He basically was, they named Kirkaby Center all over here, all these buildings right over here on Wilshire Boulevard. Kirkaby Center across the street, where I designed the corporate headquarters for Armand Hammer, multi-billionaire Armand Hammer. Here's another famous individual. Carl Malden of the streets of San Francisco. What is up, K-Dog? Back here, we can't go back here, unfortunately. It's all closed off or locked off. So is this over here. I've never been in here. It's just restricted. I don't know why they do that. I really kind of don't know why they let you walk around certain people's graves and not others. So kind of strange. Let's go over here. And the super chat is on. So if you'd like to throw me a tip, a cup of coffee, whatever, I really appreciate it. Thank you, Nate, my cousin Nate.
So, exactly. He only respected that up to a certain point. Then after that, it was completely about all tradition.
Now we're going around here to this area where there's several famous people here. I'm going to show you who they are. As I said, my buddy Scott on Tape, who has his own channel, has been over here before. And we're looking around for Brian Keith, Family Affair. Unfortunately, he committed suicide. He shot himself. Oh, Brian Keith. Terrible. I think he was an alcoholic, I believe. Then over here, let's see who's over here. Les Brown, famous band leader Les Brown and his wife. Looks like his wife. I might be missing a few, but I'm just giving you a quick overview. Ray Bradbury, the famous sci-fi writer. Raymond Bradbury. So yeah, for all the new viewers, go to my homepage, check out my playlist, go to Drew's Celebrity Grave Tours, Marilyn Monroe, and you'll see a whole bunch. Another famous individual, and they are right there. Jack Klugman. He's the other half of the television Odd Couple. And right next to him, another famous person, Janet Leigh. She was married to Tony Curtis, and she Janet Leigh. And I'm friends with her other daughter on Facebook. Showing you, paying respects to the great Janet Leigh, who starred in a lot of movies, but she's mostly known for the Psycho movie by Alfred Hitchcock, Psycho. She's the lady who was in the shower scene, very famous shower scene. Gonna do the ones that I know. Doris Roberts. Everybody loves Raymond. Doris Roberts. I never really liked that show, but good actors, good performers. I just didn't think what's his name was very funny at all. Raymond, whatever his name was. Maybe you did, but let's see. Then another famous lady that you will recognize. She's right over here. That's Florence Henderson, television mom on The Brady Bunch. Florence Henderson. That's Florence Henderson right there. And over here is Peggy Lee. The famous Peggy Lee is buried inside one of these legs of the bench. These are hollow, and they contain the ashes of Peggy Lee. And husband and wife sometimes will be buried in these benches. I did not know that. Hey, shout out to my friend Kim, who works in this funeral business. I usually see her out here on these occasions. Hey, shout out to Kim. This is Peggy Lee. I think it's Kim. Gosh, my memory's bad. Peggy Lee, is that all there is? She's got a nice little reflecting pond right there. This person, Mr. James Coburn, was in all kinds of movies, TV shows, tons of them. Twilight Zone, I remember that one, Twilight Zone. He's buried in, his ashes are interred in one of these legs of the bench, which is hollow. He was also in that movie called, which I loved, Last of Sheila. Really great movie, Last of Sheila. So, some gentlemen standing over here, I do not want to film them, so I'm going to point the camera down.
You might be onto something. But then it was like accidental.
Okay. Let's switch camera. Let's just honor Marilyn by taking the same walk that her casket made in the funeral procession 1962. We're walking up the same road as Marilyn, led by Joe DiMaggio. And there are some people gathered around Marilyn's crypt. I've taken James the Fam here too. Go check out his channel, James the Fam. Love to bring Omar Gosh here, my other buddy, big YouTuber. Miss you guys a lot. Can't wait till you're back out or I get out to you. But let's just sit on this bench over here. There are a few people over paying their respects to Marilyn. I don't want to get them on camera and all that. But hey, you guys can ask me any questions while you got me on camera here. Ask me any questions about the place, about Marilyn, anything. Shout out to my Canadian viewers. How you doing, Canuckers? Toronto, yeah. Vancouver. I love Vancouver. Wow. And Toronto, both great places. My buddy Scott on tape lives there in Toronto, I believe. But yeah, beautiful. Perfect day for a cemetery visit. No rain, but not intense sun. Very somber. But yeah, I just had to bring you out here, guys. I mean, I've done it every year. And I have to come out here with my cousin, Nate, so he can visit his uncle. Like to go to his dad. Yeah. So, yeah, shout out to K-Dog. He's got his own channel. Shout out to him. Go check him out. Subscribe to his channel on YouTube. K-Dog. Mike, K-Dog, Mikey, whatever, I can't remember. But all right, let's switch it up. We'll go over to Marilyn. And we'll get out of here. Love you, Marilyn. I'll always keep a good thought. It's the Marilyn Monroe fan club. Shout out to Samantha. Not sure if this is perfect. All about Marilyn. List all the people from the fan group. Marilyn remembered. The flowers smell so good today. Let's smell some flowers. Marilyn was taking acting classes at the Actors Studio in New York. She was really wanting to be a serious actress. She didn't want to play these dummy roles anymore. I don't blame her. But when you get to be so successful at one thing, that's what Hollywood wants. It just wants the same things because it knows that it made them money. So, but she really would have been something else if she had lived. She died when she was 36 years old. So tragic. I won't really be commenting on anything controversial today out of respect for Marilyn. But you guys know what I think. Go check out my videos. But yeah, for her birthday, there's always wreaths. And on the day she died, her official date, August 5th, many people come out here. Probably more people come out here on her death than on her birthday, which is kind of sad. I'd like to see more people out here for her birthday. But, all right. That's Marilyn. Girl. The Girl. The immortal goddess. Marilyn Chronicles. Marilyn. Yeah. There we go. We froze it. They froze me. So yeah, see what happened? They just froze me. I'm pretty sure that was them doing that. But I know I'm still on being recorded right now. My audio is still on, I believe. Well, anyway, we're going to get out of here. Hope you enjoyed the tour. Check out my channel, California Pickin'. I'll be doing many, many other videos around town from here and other places. I do a variety of stuff, guys. Drew's Hollywood celebrity grave tours. Cool, cuz. Let's get some tacos. Yeah, I think so. Obviously, you can still hear me over here. But yeah, check out my channel. I do Hollywood's Mysteries and Scandals, Drew's Celebrity Grave Tours. I take you to antique shows, concerts, do restaurant reviews. Gosh, what else do I do? All kinds of stuff. So no one gets bored. So thank you so much for dropping by. Thanks so much, Nate, K-Dog, Mary Cranberry, and for all the other people that will see this later on today. Thank you so much. And we'll see you soon. Cheers. I don't even know how to end the live stream. I'm stuck. I don't know what to do here.